Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Roblox GFX using Blender 2.8 and my background here. So the first things we'll need is Blender 2.8, a woman rig, and Roblox Studio, and I'll have all the links inside in the description box down below. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open Roblox Studio and make sure it is updated to the latest version, and it'll automatically update by itself. And then once you log in, it'll bring up this page. Then what you need to do is you're going to click on base plate, which is the first one. And then it'll look like this. If you don't have the toolbox right here, all you have to do is go to view and then you're just going to click on toolbox. So we're just going to click on toolbox and this will come up. Then you're going to need the load character plugin. So how you're going to get that is you're going to change this to plugins and you're going to type in load character. And you should probably get the free one. There is a Roblox one, but you should probably get the free one. And then at the top, if you go to plugins, it'll be right there. Then you're going to type in the Roblox username that you want to make a GFX of. I'm going to do it of myself, so I'm going to put in my Roblox username. And then click spawn R6 and make sure the spawn at origin has the X through it. And then if you just click F on your keyboard, then it'll bring you right to the origin. So I think I'm going to be taking out my bag because I don't think you can have bags in GFXs unless you pair it with your face. And if this is your first GFX, I would just recommend having the hair and the head as the accessories because that'll just make it so much easier. And then what you're going to do is you're going to right click on your username and go down here and click export selection, and then you're going to save it to wherever you want to save it. I have a Roblox folder that I like to save my things to, and I'm just going to name it as Foxy and I can click save. Then you can just delete yourself. And then here you're going to change it black to models and you're going to get your room model. I just like to type in a room. And a lot of good things will show up. Like what I like, let's see what this is. I really like this one. I think it is so cute. And it's going to do the exact same thing that you did with your character. It's going to go down here and you click export selection. And then you're going to save it as whatever you want. I want to save it as room. And you're going to click save. Yeah. Alright, so now you can just exit out of Roblox Studio. And then you can just click no because you're not going to come back to it again. And then you're going to go to where you downloaded your woman rig. So my woman rig is in my Roblox folder right here. And you're just going to double click on it and there will be something called rig and text. You're going to double click on rig, then there's going to be something called default.blend and you're also going to double click on that. Then Blender will open up. And then your woman rig will already be there. So how you move is you hold the shift and the tilde button and then you can move around. So you just use WASD Q to move. So then you're going to click B on your computer and you're just going to delete the entire head. Like select the head and just click X on your keyboard and click delete. And then just do that. And then so just the body will be there. Then you're just going to click on the torso, then you're going to go up here and click Shader Editor, and this scary thing will pop up. And then I just like to move it a little bit to the side to make it a bit bigger, and then you can just zoom in and use these little bars to help you move. And then you're going to find the orange tab that says Texture, and you do not want to go to the one on top. There's one on top, do not go to this one, go to the one on the bottom. And you're going to click on this little file folder right here, and then it'll bring it up. And so what you want to do is you want to get the thing where it says your Roblox username, then a number, then text.png. So mine is here, IAmFoxy101 text.png, and if you just double click on it, it'll automatically pop up on your rig. So then you just like to move it to the side because you're not going to be using it anymore. Then you're just going to go up here to File, Then you're going to go to import and then wavefront.obj. And this is really important. You're going to go here to geometry and you're going to say split by group. And what this does is now it'll split it so you can also delete like the arms or the head or whatever you want. So then I save -Foxy, my head, so it'll be like this. An entire other body will come up too, so I just like to click move over here and move the other body to this side. Then I'm gonna move, so I'm in front of it, and then you're just gonna delete the body. So why you wanna delete the body is so you can put the head onto the rig so you can position everything. So I just like to click on the arm, then hold shift while clicking all the other body parts, then you click X, then delete. Then what you're going to do is that you're going to select all your different accessories. So I have my head, my hair, my pom-poms, and my unicorn. And then you're just going to right click and click join so it's all one thing. And then right click again and click set origin and say origin to geometry. Then you can just move the head onto the body. And as you can see, the head is the wrong way around. So then what you can do is go over here to rotate and use the blue line to rotate it 180 degrees. So now it looks a little bit more normal. Then I just like to make some other adjustments like moving the head back and stuff like that. So once you're done with that, you're going to bring in your room model. So you're going to click File, then import wavefront.obj just like I did with the head, and then you're going to bring in your room. So I labeled mine as room.obj. You never want to bring in the MTL, always the obj. And if you just double click on that, it'll import the room. So perfect. It loaded in. So I'm just going to move. And it basically just loaded in where my character was, but I'm going to move it a bit more down. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select my character so I can move it where I want it to be. So what you're going to do is you're going to select the hands and the arms and the head and everything. After you did that, you're going to select these two little circles around your arms. So one here and one here. Okay, so now you're going to go back down here and it'll say pose mode, and if it's not already there, click it to object mode so the entire thing will be selected. Now you're just going to move it to where you want it to be. I think I want mine to be sitting on this little couch, so I'm going to move it over there to where the couch is. Okay, so I moved it to where I want it to be, and then I know the legs are inside the couch, but it'll make more sense later. So now what you're going to be doing is you're going to pose it. So you're going to go down here, and from object mode, you're going to change it to pose mode. So everything will deselect. And what I like to do is I like to start off with the legs first. So I'm going to just click on these two little rectangle shapes. And then I'm going to use the rotate tool to move them up and where I want them to be. And now I'm just going to pose the entire thing. I'm going to speed this part up. Okay, so I finished posing my character. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up all the light and I'm going to set up the camera. So what you do is you're going to go down here and you're going to click add light, and then you can choose whatever you want. I like to do the sun because I feel like that gives the best shadows. And it'll spawn somewhere, and then I just like to bring it up. And then use the rotate tool and make sure the white line is pointing at your character. Okay, so once you've done that, you can change the tint of your GFX. So what you're going to do is while the sun is selected, you're going to go down here to the light bulb, and then you can just choose a color. I like to choose it to this orangey pinkish color, and then I like to change the strength to about 3. And then you can add the camera. So you're going to click add, then camera, then you're going to go over here to the camera icon, Then you can just move it by moving just how you normally move. So I like to make my camera bigger. So how you make it bigger is you go over here to the right again, and you're going to click this Output Properties tab, and you're going to change the Resolution X to 180. And as you can see, that makes it much, much bigger. So I'm just going to pose it now. Okay, so once you've done that, that little triangle thingy is my camera. Now, I just like to preview the render. So what you do is going to go to where the camera is, and then you go down here to these little circles. You're going to click on the last circle, and at first it'll be really pixelaty, but then this will be previewing what your render will look like. So as you can see, my shadows, I think I put the sun the wrong way because the shadow is on the actual character. So I'm going to change that by selecting the sun and moving it to the other side, then rotating it so that it is facing my character. Okay, so once I've done that, I just like to preview the render again and see if the problem is fixed. So I think it's fixed. I like the shadows. And if you want, I can see that my head is a bit transparent. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to right click on your head and you're going to X what already is there. So then your entire head is going to be white, but it's fine, it's fine. So then you're going to click New. And then over here, you're going to go to base color, and there's this little circle. You're going to click on that circle and change it to image texture. Then it's going to be purple. Then you're going to click open and choose your text PNG, and then it won't be transparent anymore. So now there's some extra little things that I'm going to do. So basically, now over here, you're going to change the file format, and you don't want it to be a video, you're going to change it to a PNG. And then you're going to change from RGB to RGBA. Then over here, you're going to go to the View Layer Properties, and you're going to scroll down and go to Denoising, so that all these little pixely things, it won't be there. Then you're going to go to the camera icon and change the render to 60. And then go over here to Film and change the exposure to 2. And it's going to make it a lot brighter. And then you're going to go to Performance and you're going to change the tiles to 200, to change both of them to 200. And then if you want, you can use the HDRI. There is a link in my description box that says HDRI Haven. That is where the HDRI is basically the backgrounds. So let's say in these little window shutters, I want the background to be a forest. Then you're just going to click Use Nodes and then change the color. There's going to be a circle icon. Change the color to the environment texture, and the entire thing will be purple. Then you're going to click Open and choose your HDRI. Okay, so I chose my HDRI, and then it'll also change up the lighting a little bit. And that, I love how it's looking right now. So now you can start to render it. So up here, you're going to click Render, then Render Image. Then it's going to start rendering. It is going to take a little bit while. Mine seems like it's going to take about 10 minutes to render. So then you just have to wait for it to render, and it does. And then I'll show you how to save your image after. Hi everyone, so my GFX is done rendering. I'm so happy with how it turned out. So how you save it is you go up here to Image and you're going to click Save As, and you can save it to wherever you want. I like to save it to my Roblox folder, and then you can just name it down here. I'm going to name it Foxy 101, and then you're going to click Save As Image. And boom, there you go, there's your GFX. if you don't like how it turned out the first time, it's not going to be your best one the first time. I think this is probably like my 30th GFX, so I've had a lot of practice before. So if your first one doesn't turn out how you wanted it to be, it's gonna get better. You just have to practice a lot and a lot. And if you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll try to answer your question as fast as I can. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!